maximum capacity.
We will be forced to respond to aggressive actions. For peace of mind, please stop shivering as well as steady dog.
Ship is released. Regulate your speed until free of station perimeter.
Ah, the stupid mouse bug. It was weird because it wasn't showing up until I hit launch. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Come on.
Frameshift drive charging.
Come on. Finish scanning. Yeah. Are, are there really this many planets? Yet, can't no station here or anything? I have to check this. It's because otherwise it's really unusual to get. Wow. Okay. A lot of planets? No stations of any kind. Wow. Okay.
Fuel scooping. Fuel sync disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Okay, that's an asteroid. We have a concentrated signal source of some sort. Coded. 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 Combat. Convoy, rather. Okay. We only have. We're gonna have to. What is this? Oh. Ooh. Okay. Research extraction site. Hi. Assuming the gas giant is around here. There you go. Eh. Wait a sec. We have another signal source. And yeah. Right here. That's that's odd. Uh did I locate? Huh. It's landable. Not by this ship though. base there. Otherwise, nothing.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, system scan complete.
Just stars. Not worth my time.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Really? That far? It didn't look that far away.
Four, three, two, system scan complete.
Probably nothing. Nope. Come on, damn it. Get that yellow dot. There we Oh, the yellow dot is map, huh?
Frameshift drive charging.
this next system is part of a notable power faction. So
Fuel scoping. Fuel scope disengaged.
there should be something over there.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Hold it. Graded. Um, where are all the other signals? There's a concentrated signal source as well. What is this? Oh, fleet carriers, huh? Ooh, a hazardous extraction zone. It's a distress call. Yep. source. It's another hazardous extraction zone. What's this? Ah, okay. Outpost.
System scan complete.
There. Nothing of note.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
How's everything?
Not bad. How you guys doing?
Okay.
Unfortunately, Lynn won't be joining us tonight. She's feeling a little tired.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But,
No one
I'm on the road
still
again.
pop in. I see you're 50-some-thousand light years away.
Han can just go. And you'll be there tonight.
Right. 73 jumps.
Yeah, I keep forgetting you only have like 40 light year jump range.
59 on one estimator. 70, what's it? 73 on the other.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we'll see.
This is why you should have kept all kinds of spare modules on your carrier when you brought it out there.
Out here, Philip.
Huh?
No, I don't want to leave stuff. I can only have so many parts and ships available. You know, I can only store so much. Part of this is about reducing my inventory.
Mm.
Engage.
Yeah, but can't you store modules on the carrier?
Yes, but it counts against my stored module limit.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
So I've got two modules that are currently stored on the carrier, which are going to go onto this ship. And the modules they're replacing on this ship go to the ship that I'm taking back, so that I will have just this ship stored on the carrier.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought this through hard. I know exactly what I'm planning here. Now I gotta pay attention and not run into this neutron star.
Somebody named that carrier the new ex-wife barbecue.
Alrighty. jump and then it tries to not do anymore. This one thinks I have one jump and then
Disengage.
6 to get to the map.
Well, tell it it's wrong.
First, I want to see if it's right. Definitely wrong again, alright. Alrighty. Back to here. See if I can get it to do something different.
Huh. This faction runs each of the stations in this system, and there's a bunch of them. CAQ, Quantum Empire Consulate?
Ah, I can have another neutron star the whole rest of the way on that one. Okay. Didn't think I had more.
Status War. Find some good stuff at this high grade then.
Galaxy map. Then we'll go to shorter hop. 5 jumps. Okay, well that beats the
How the hell did that happen?
that.
I was 8,000 light seconds away, and within a minute I was under 1,000 light seconds away. And it didn't start out very far away either. I was only 19,000 from the start. So, I don't know.
Well, you weren't in a gravity well, so it wouldn't have taken long to accelerate.
Yeah, but you know how this game handles scale when you get close to an object. The ticker slows down.
Yes, but it all depends on the relative gravities.
Mm.
And sometimes when it slows down and speeds up, if you're at the right distance based on the mass, you have the slingshot effect happen.
Yeah, well, there's nothing out here, so.
Well, then you're just flat out. Flat out is,
Yeah,
you're not
but-
starting in a gravity well is pretty good.
But the speed and stuff should have had some consistency. It was an inconsistent speed up. Not visual. You know what I mean. My throttle didn't go up or anything.
Probably just a perception thing because the game doesn't change. The math, the game follows math. The math doesn't change.
Yeah, well, but I'm in an anaconda too. That's all messed up with big ships.
Not Super Cruise, it isn't.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Cruise math is irrelevant. Not math.
Irrelevant?
Math is irrelevant in Super Cruise.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't even follow its own math in Super Cruise.
Once you no, because Super Cruise follows a completely different rule set.
Oh, okay.
So which and the
Ooh.
warp rule set doesn't matter. Your mass really doesn't matter because you're moving a warp bubble.
Okay.
Collector liquid expired.
Ooh.
So you're
A
moving
lot of
it-
military grade alloys.
Programming input
Yeah,
drone.
that's just as you hit that particular state.
Yep.
Engage.
Programming input drone. Programming input drone. Collector liquid expired.
Is it military grade alloys? The tier 5 though?
Yes.
Man. I just found five groupings and they were all military grade alloys. That's quite a find.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Have any of y'all ever went on some of these tip-offs?
Don't bother. It's not worth the time.
I didn't think they were. I think I went on one a long time ago, and I got to it. It was just one little wrecked ship. It had one little signal data. I got some encoded data, and it won't worth nothing.
Yep. Not only that, but a lot of times you'll get on ones that enemies will show up on, and the reward you get from them is minuscule. It's just not worth the time.
Yep.
Dang,
Same with the
that's messed up.
mysterious tip-offs.
They ought to make them worth something a lot, you know? But you
Yeah,
don't get them
they're
often.
not worth it.
Another
Not worth
wasted
the time.
thing in Elite Dangerous.
Engage. Yeah, there's lots of mission types in this game that just aren't worth the time doing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Now, people would do them tip-offs if it was like spawned at a crap load of high grade.
Yeah, if the rewards were something worth doing them, people would do them.
Right.
The rewards are never worth it.
Mm.
Frameshift drive
That's
charging.
mm.
38 bodies, oh my goodness.
4, 3,
It's like something's been here before.
How many systems do you think are into bubbles specifically?
I mean, systems in the bubble?
Yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah, it's a lot.
System scan complete.
I'm trying to remember the number because I heard it before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Depth have said it, but don't recall.
What's the Hutton orbital? one time because they delivered a mug to each one.
Damn. That's insane.
Yeah, it was a little thing they did not long ago. I think it was probably either the beginning of this year or the end of last year, where they delivered one mug to every station in the bowl.
How did they even get that many mugs?
It's a large community. I want no part of it.
Never mind the 2 million light seconds you have to travel to pick it up. Oh God.
But just to reload up on the mugs. Well, them guys kind of like doing it. Just like those guys that go around repairing stations.
Fuel tank disengaged.
They love that stuff.
Someone's being interdicted.
Yeah, I mean,
Frameshift drive charging.
he ain't gonna get me in this ship.
What are you in?
Type 6.
Oh, okay.
That thing is maneuverable.
Yep. You better hope it doesn't get interdicted though. You don't ever lose.
Well, if I let me see, I have. Let me see what my ship stats are.
It's not going to be able to survive a firefight with like
It run like a fat monkey.
yeah, it can run
No. I am not gonna put up a fight with this thing.
System scan.
with like grade 3 shields.
Yeah, I outfitted this ship with it's got the 3A shield, which ain't much of a shield.
Yeah. Just enough to protect the paint.
Yeah. It has I had to wait till I come out of. I want to get in the dig again. I'm like, wait till I get to the station.
Seriously, I'm the only one that's been here? Cool.
You should be able. What the hell happened? Uh, well, I experienced a crash. A weird crash. 1 second, I'll try to connect again. Let's see. Continue. Perfect.
Incoming message.
Hi.
Hello.
Wait, where's the Anthony?
You were stuck in the wing, so we had to dissolve the ring.
Oh, damn it. Sorry, guys. Frontier had a issue of some sort.
Looks like you crashed.
Even, yeah, but it's not the kind of crash you would normally see. I didn't get sent to the main menu or whatnot, or got any kind of bugged ship message. Hi.
Hey, Phil,
No,
what
you
happened?
just game just zonked out on you, right?
Yeah, not only that, I had a shop set up in uncharted waters, play shop, see if I could sell some things. That game crashed too. So I think, see, that game uses an anti-cheat program, which doesn't seem to like OBS, but you can run it in Windows OBS. But I'm not even using OBS on that game now. I'm using OBS on Elite. So I don't know. Maybe it somehow detected
Okay,
this
Philip,
game.
here's the problem. Hold on, Philip. Hold on, Philip. Let me explain something to you. Both the games heavily use the GPU.
Yeah.
OBS heavily uses the GPU. You probably maxed out your GPU and crashed it.
I don't think I've done this before though, and didn't have an
Yeah.
issue.
Well, they don't necessarily play nice together.
Mm.
Galaxy Net?
I got some weird Frontier debug window that popped up. It said
Oh, that's the crash window. Always fill that out properly.
okay.
Always fill that out. That allows them to know what went wrong with the game so they can trace it down and fix it.
Oh, okay.
It gives them whole bunches of information.
Mm.
They're much more able to fix bugs when that happens.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
When people crash, they usually just get the error message of some sort.
Yep, but when they get the error message, they get a server log for that. That's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
So if you get like the orange sidewinder or whatever,
Yeah.
there is a log event on the server for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one Frontier didn't know what the hell happened.
If it crashes out, then obviously something funky went wrong.
Mm.
But if it comes up with a crash window, it means that they were able to collect enough debug information that they can send a proper crash report back.
Oh, okay.
Which, as a developer, having that kind of information come back, that's the holy grail.
Yeah.
Because you know exactly where it blew up and what it was trying to do.
Yep.
Provided they got the logging right. So anytime you get that crash window, please fill it out.
Okay.
The game will improve so much faster.
Mm.
It's only the ones where the debug info is not able to be collected, where it just poof and it's gone.
Yeah.
Those are insanely hard for the developers to fix
Okay.
because they've got no information.
Mm. Well, it also crashed. It also crashed the other game out, so I don't think it was. I don't think it was Elite. So it was either Windows doing something stupid, or it was probably Uncharted Waters. Whatchamacallit, cheap protection software not playing nice.
Yeah, sometimes the cheap protection software is
Yeah.
fine.
It's usually uninvasive, but there's some things it detects that it shouldn't, but it does anyway.
Yep.
Oddly enough, OBS, I don't think is shut out.
In and out of. It's fine. This is fine. All right.
Oh shit. 1 second. No. Yep, it's OBS and YouTube remained up.
Engage.
Back up there. In fact, the connection remained stable even after the game crashed, so I was talking on it. It might have. I wonder if it's going to record it. It should, because there was no interruption despite the game crashing.
Yep. Depends on the crash.
Yeah, but I have OBS set to record the whatchamacallit, the Elite Dangerous client game. So I'm surprised it didn't time out or anything.
No, it won't because it doesn't check the Windows name.
Charging.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a good thing.
Yeah. You out of anyone would have so many issues.
Oh, yellow's on.
Does he still fly like a Sidewinder or whatever he was flying?
He's got his Clipper up to 41 light years now.
Oh wow, really? Nice.
Which is a decent range for a Clipper.
Yeah. It wouldn't take him years to get back to the bubble with that.
Ow. 40 light years is 80 hours to Beagle Pointer back.
Nice.
I know this because that's what my Anaconda was in the first trip out.
Mm.
I think people forget the first ships that were going out to Beagle Point was sidelined. Unengineered.
God damn it.
Actually,
That's
only
insane.
one person managed that, and that was with help.
Yeah.
We helped him. I wasn't part, I didn't get close enough, quick enough to actually be part of the help.
Mm.
But
Wasn't that the first one?
group. You would ask me his name. I can't remember. But
That was the
he's
first.
the same guy who the day it went live, he got his Sidewinder together into max as much of a jump as you can, which is just A-rated with B for anything else that he wasn't using. There was no such thing as SRP. He just headed out. No horizons, no nothing. This is way back at the beginning.
Yep.
He
Which
just went out
sucks.
He never came back.
Great.
Boy.
So the time between Elite releasing and Horizons releasing,
Yeah, that's like 2 years.
You want that?
3, but yes,
That's right.
it was insane. Engage.
I feel sorry for y'all though. Oh,
Why?
because when he went out there, the prices and the value of scanning planets and stuff were so much different.
haven't changed.
I could have sworn they're worth a lot more now.
No, he went out there when I was delivering my carrier out there, and it's.
Oh, okay. I thought he. Oh, okay.
Oh, he and Lynn were my refuel crew. We had other people come and go, but he and Lynn were consistent the whole trip.
Mm.
It sure was.
Yeah, it would have taken me much longer to get out there without their help.
So what did you do to bribe them to restock your carrier with tritium?
Nothing.
I think
Okay.
won't Lynn just starting out then?
Lynn was, yeah.
She's been out in a while. She just wanted to do something different for a bit. Decided to help.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. He's still at the main menu. Age. I can't imagine the number of hours they had to work with the guys
Yeah, I
at
know.
that Sidewinder
That's
just to get them enough Champonium to get out there.
that's insane.
Yeah, I hit to use that Chiptonium all the time, isn't he?
Oh, just about every
Basically.
jump, yeah.
Yeah.
So they had to look. They had to compute how many jumps it was going to take him with Champonium, and make sure he had enough with some to spare. And then spend the time on the planets that the rock rats found. Oh, actually, the rock rats weren't formed at that point. But so they had to find planets that had the Champonium components, and all fly to that, and then basically they get down there on their SRVs on those low gravity planets with the Champonium stuff and shot the rocks and knock stuff into the air, and he would fly by and catch them. Oh my God. Gage.
Yeah, because they couldn't pick it up because that's a big on material, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ooh, they had the mind for that stuff back then.
So they got him enough Champonium to get out there, and then when they got out there, they mined enough at Beagle Point for him to be able to get back easily.
Oh, okay.
That's insane.
Yep.
Yeah, that type of fuel right there is easy to get now. By today's
Yep.
standards. All you need is a SRV, that's it.
Well, even then, you only needed an SRV. The problem is he'd been out since the beginning. He'd been out there since the beginning of the game, flying around, and he kind of met up with us out there, or met out with the lead group out there anyway.
So he didn't have no SRV.
No SRV. They kicked up the materials and he scooped them.
And there's no multi-crew option back then too, so.
Well, it wouldn't matter because there were no collector limits either.
Right.
No, I mean, he's literally stuck out there. Period. There's no way for him to get back. Well, I guess he could start out.
There is.
Yeah, he could blow up and. Oh my God!
No, he didn't have to. They farmed enough so he could get back.
Yeah.
Wait, so he made it back too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord!
Teamwork. It made the dream work.
How many years did that journey take?
Oh, I no, well, I mean, he had it around a 20-something light year jump range, so. I mean, if he wanted to just bomb it back, he could have gotten back anytime, just about any time he wanted once he got out of Beagle Point.
And once he got out of Beagle Point and started headed towards Sagittarius A, the closer he got, the less he needed anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once he got back, you know, in a good fair amount of distance from the center of the galaxy, and now he was able to jump on his own because the stars are close together, so he was able to go. What do you think that would be about? Try
You know,
about
he only
50%?
needed maybe 40 jumps worth of Japonium.
Yeah, when he was on the outer arms. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And somebody had pre-plotted the route for him, so he didn't have to make any mistakes. You know, that we made, you know, the guys made sure he got there.
Mm-hmm. He won't carry the minor laser himself, was he?
System scan complete.
A minor laser has weight to it.
Right, but he would have to have something to get his own materials if he had to do it his own self.
Yeah.
Well, no, most of you can't get the Japonium planets by mining. You have to use an SRV.
I thought there wasn't SFVs back then, though.
There wasn't when he took off, no. But by the time Distant World
Yeah, I
came
got
around,
it.
there were SRVs.
Damn.
But he didn't have any.
Yeah.
He had left on basically on day one of the game release.
Oh my
He
God.
didn't come back.
Okay.
I'm not even sure if he'd still come back. He may still be out there.
What Phil don't understand is that from the bubble all the way over to the other side of Sagittarius A, he don't need no help at all.
No, he actually only needs help on the last 8,000 light years.
That's what I thought. The last 8,000 light years. That's when you got to have them the distant stars, and then there's a then you got there's an arm right there. There's a gap. There's a big void.
Yep, the abyss.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you know, it was like 40 jumps in and 40 premium jumps in and 40 premium jumps out. Of course, or maybe it was 50, whatever. But yeah, he had people just more than willing to help him get in and get out.
Yeah.
So they
But
did.
if I'm not mistaken, once you hit that abyss, you still need Jumptonium. Even a ship with a 50 light year jump rate still got to have something
Frameshift drive charging.
when it gets to the abyss, don't it?
With a 50 light year jump range, you only need 2.
Okay, two.
And they don't have to be premium either.
Mm.
Basics. That's it.
So would the 74 jump range be enough then?
Means nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
The longest jump was on the way out. I think it's 73 light years.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I think it might be actually less than that. So engage.
I'll tell you one thing, it gets real interesting when you leave the bubble. When I went down to Earth astronomy up to the top of the galaxy, to that station they built way up there, that was the first time I ever came out where I was out. I was like, it was dark up there. I mean, it's scary dark. Because you don't see no stars. All you see is the galaxy below you.
Yep.
It's almost like you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Either roof or floor are funny places to be. Yeah.
Yeah. But the fun thing, you can hit the Beagle Point from the bubble and go down about 1,000 light years and then start going to Beagle Point. You start hitting all kinds of systems that hasn't been discovered.
Yep.
I just noticed that. You got to get off the galactic plane because everybody done discovered that.
Yep. Huh.
Well, tomorrow night is gonna be pretty interesting. I'll be in chat tomorrow, so I'll be at work. I get to see y'all fumble through the Odyssey again.
Yep. But this time, while in ships.
And what?
In ships.
Is that this thing?
Oh, well, we're going to break the game.
Oh, you get. Oh, that's right. You got to buy. You're not gonna have your ship.
No.
You can buy a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if we had my ship, I'll bring my Phantom down there and start harassing the NPCs. See what happens.
Galaxy now.
Buzz, give them a hair buzz cut.
And now they got that them anti-aircraft turrets.
Yeah, that's a nice start. Except I'll be going too fast for the turret to lock onto me.
No, you
I'm
won't.
gonna hit boost. I'm gonna hit boost before
Get your ass blown up, buddy.
before I get in range of the station. I'm gonna hit the boost button, and now I'll go zipping right past them, right through them, right through Main Street.
I'm gonna be sitting right there.
I just hope I don't hit the sign. Going that speed, it's not gonna be pretty because I'm sure they don't have it where you can break the sign. So it's if I hit it.
Remember, Philip, those guns they've got
Yep.
are the same ones that are on the space stations.
Yes.
Ain't no but a couple of shots.
And I can sneak into a space station before getting scanned. So before they even realize what I'm doing, it's going to be all over.
Those things are giant laser, pulse lasers.
Yep.
Engineering.
The computer's not even going to be able to compute that what's happening before I'm out of there.
Yeah.
Keep believing that, Philip, and I'll just get out the popcorn.
Yeah. If you do get away, I guarantee you're going to have no shield and probably about around 5% hull.
Well, you have to, they have the same mod. They're supposed to have the same mod on those that they have on the space station ones. And every hit does 20% damage to your shield generator.
Phew.
They have a shield overload mod where they hit your shield and it damages your shield generator by 20%.
Mm.
We can't even hit them, can we?
No, we can't get that one.
Nope.
I have no idea how anybody's going to fly and attack the bases with a ship without someone going on there on foot and taking out the gun in places.
Well, the stations weapons that are already in the game aren't all godly. You can survive quite a bit in something like a Corvette, getting pounded on.
Yeah, see, this is where we should be able to use torpedoes. This is where torpedoes would be a good thing. If they knew how to work it right. Where you can come in and stay out in a distance, and you come up there and you can bombard this facility with torpedoes from a distance.
I believe those weapons have infinite range. The ones on the outposts.
No, they usually about 3 kilometers out, 3 clicks.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think it's about 3 kilometers as far as they can shoot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be so far out of range by the time they even think they're going to fire their weapons.
I keep on hearing little snippets. Are we supposed to be getting a new SRVs or something?
Yes. It's
where the data mat is?
Yeah, it's in the game files.
Dynamics got it from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I done seen Yami say something about it. I seen somebody else. I think Elite Week said something about it.
Okay.
Pretty interesting. And from the looks of it, it looks like that's SRV got the same station type guns on it, built on it.
Well, there's no way it has that on it.
Yeah.
Can't be. It'd be too overpowered.
It's supposed the one for combat, it's supposed to have two weapons on it. One is a missile and one is a laser. So
You know what I want? All I want is some good atmosphere planet where I can lay my own station on.
yep,
That'll be my home. That's what I want.
yep. Same here.
Yeah.
We desperately need some content that requires credits, Elite. This is probably why there's no trading in the game, because there isn't enough content to facilitate a trading system. We need some credit-based content, F-dubs, please. A lot of it. And player bases would help in that regard. You could have a combination of resource gathering needed to build and credits for manpower to build. There you go.
When it comes to content, they can give people like that don't like combat, like trade and trade is one of them. Trade is the main one. They can give them a lot of content if they wanted to.
4, 3, 2,
I mean, imagine building factories on an atmospheric planet, like a water plant, where you actually got to go out there and mine and bring this ice down for this plant to process it and turn it into a commodity, which is water. But offers a lot for that, a lot more for that ice than it does in our regular station.
Mm-hmm.
You have to travel all over there, get 100,000 for each ton of ice because this plant is going to actually change it into water. So they can do a lot of kind of gameplay like that.
Yep.
Same thing with farming.
Yeah.
All this stuff that they sell in the stations that nobody pays attention to.
Yep. There's
70% of the commodities in a station,
yep.
nobody ever mess with unless they doing a mission.
It's sad. There's some things that Uncharted Waters does that wouldn't make sense for Elite, because Elite's a sci-fi game and Uncharted Waters has history to fall on. But I mean, there's other things that you could easily bring over from that to this. They're basically the same game with a different setting. Like the farming, for instance. We should be able to set up like player-run farms.
Right. Are y'all familiar with the X series games like Eagle Soft?
Not really.
Well, that game,
Trace, are you muted?
I was for a little bit.
okay.
I thought something was odd.
If y'all was familiar with the X series game, which is X turn conflict and stuff, they got a serious good trade side of it, commercial side of it, like building factories and doing trade. That game is awesome when it comes to that.
Yep.
Now, if we had the same kind of mechanic in this one where you got factories where you're carrying stuff, that really means like food processing plants and stuff where it
Oh yeah.
actually pays you.
That's how the that's how the farm system. It's not just traditional farming. There's different kinds of plots.
Earth-like.
There's a fishery. You can farm fish in like salt. There's what you call it? There's a ranch where you get animals. Uh, you can shear sheep too if you make sheep. So you can either turn them into meat for food, or you can shear them to use for sewing crafting. So this
Okay. System map.
yeah they this game could so use a farm system and
There's a lot of stuff in
base.
the game that don't even involve ships.
Yep.
I mean, don't take the ships away. I mean, keep
Yeah.
the thing we have. But I'm talking about in the atmospheric planet. People say, what you going to do on atmospheric planets? Okay. One thing about atmospheric planets is you can bring your farmers up. And there you got farmers and trade. Trade and farms would be number one on atmospheric planets.
Yeah. Same as mining.
Yes, mining.
In Uncharted Waters, it's part of the same system. You just pick the plot type you want to make, and mining is one of them.
Imagine you laying down on a planet and an anaconda,
Yep.
and you deploy them mining lasers that all of us have been seeing in the game forever, just sitting there on stilts, sitting there mining into the ground.
Yep.
And they're getting their power from your ship, so your ship has to stay there. You know?
Well, no, it doesn't. It depends. If you have a player base there, you don't need any kind of power supply. But you could just as easily make a solar power plant down there.
And then you got some type of Olympic that's wheel-based that rolls on the ground.
Yeah.
Olympic that goes out to these things and just gets the materials and bring it back to the ship to load the cargo.
Yep.
And you're watching all of this stuff happen. There's all kinds of gameplay they could do.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times Elite Dangerous and stuff, when they think about gameplay, I think they too focus on combat more than they
Yeah.
are.
No, I know that for a fact. They are.
Yeah. You can't do combat on everything in the game.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Same thing like you just said, field mining.
Yeah.
That gives a whole different prospect. Now you're using an SRV to mine.
Yep.
You know.
From the way.
Now hold on. Now that you're mining in an SRV, let's look at these low level type of materials that mining materials that we can get, like the stuff that we don't never mess with. That's only like 20,000
Yeah.
a ton. Okay, now you have hotspots on planets, atmospheric planets. You're on an SRV, you're mining stuff. Even though it don't pay much, you can mine it very quickly.
Yep.
Now we're talking about low pay but speed. It don't take long to mine them. So you got a 700 cargo space in a cutter that you can mine these low level materials and actually load it up a lot faster.
Yep.
So people would actually do that instead of going out there, I'm going out there and getting me some low temperature diamonds.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to sit on this planet and fill a 700 cargo ship up in about an hour.
Yep.
It
Yeah,
might
that
not
would
pay
be
out as
good.
much. Yeah, but it would be balanced.
Yep.
And in an hour, I done made 3 trips, and that's almost in 3 trips in an hour. I done made 3 trips of filling up this thing, and then all of a sudden, I done made about 250 million in them 3 trips because it was so fast to get it. But it took me a couple of trips to get it, which equals the same amount of time. That if I was to go out there and mine Pay-Night, yes, it would cost. I can get more if I was for 700 cargo. But look how how long I would be out there doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's all kinds of gameplay, but they just ain't. And it'll be gameplay
There.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I it's slipping my mind what they actually edited, but they edited something to do with adventure, the adventure aspect, and it was so dumb. It was clear, like they they don't go flying around. No, no, I know what it was. It was the Ammonia World, I think. It was the CG a while back when they came up with that idea. It was clear they never flown, they never really done much exploring themselves because there's no way that many as many ammonia worlds would be found as they were requesting people to find.
Right.
Even with when it first came out, even with it cheating, it was an impossible task. But even after they edited it, still required people to use like a predetermined mapping system.
Let's talk about a new mining game in the Elite Dangerous World. You just mentioned it. You said you mentioned Gas Giant.
Yeah, a while ago. Yeah, I mentioned you should be able to bring a ship into the upper atmosphere of a gas giant and like start mining its gases or something.
I want to go down in the atmosphere.
Oh, so do I, but
I don't know what, but I'm collecting.
yeah,
And that's, to me, that's what the carrier should be running off of.
yeah, I know. They shouldn't be requiring tritium.
Right. They should be running off of that instead.
Yep.
Where you got mining ships outfitted with tanks on them there, where it's got to go down in a gas giant and carry it back to the carrier. And of course, you know you
Well,
can the carrier
I
right in the upper
understand
atmosphere.
why it's running off of tritium, and there's actually a little bit of science behind that. Because tritium is basically a radioactive form of water, radioactive
Right.
isotope of water.
Yep.
You can put that on the gas giant.
Yeah.
You could, or you could just put it in the icy rings, because it would probably naturally form there.
Right.
Which is why we mine it on icy rings, because that's kind of where it would form. Basically, you'd get water which would freeze into ice and then be bombarded by solar rays, and you would have it split, pick up sufficient extra neutrons and ions and stuff, and then it becomes tritium,
Right. Yeah, I've been watching this Odyssey, and everybody playing it, and I've been looking at everybody, and to this day, I haven't seen no difference.
What did
Shuttle with a shuttle entering the atmosphere of an atmospheric planet versus a non-atmospheric planet.
there is no physical difference because the atmospheres are so thin that a spaceship is not going to have any kind of resistance landing on them.
No more atmospheric friction, so we got to get heavier atmospheres or something.
Yeah, we need heavier atmospheres for that.
Okay, more.
So it's about right.
What will happen in the heavier atmospheres if you try and go in too steep?
Yeah.
Your heat will go through the roof.
Yeah.
And that's really the only difference on coming in with a ship. So you'll notice the shuttles are actually coming in pretty shallow.
Yeah. A lot shallower than I go in.
Yes, well that's because it has an atmosphere.
Yep.
If they try and go in more shallow or steeper than that, they will actually start picking up more heat.
Yeah.
If you're paying attention to when they fire around with their direction and stuff, you'll notice that or at least it looked to me like the limit on your angle coming in was like 10 degrees less than previous. difference you're gonna notice.
Yeah.
And there's what you can build there. I mean, the reason they don't want to get into the heavier atmosphere planets right now is because they would have more population.
Yeah,
They
and
don't want to deal with that yet.
and people would really be demanding player-run bases at that point.
Yeah. I think they should Earth flags and places
Oh,
with
well,
highly
they're avoiding Earth like the plague because they would have to put cities down there and populate the cities.
Yeah, they'd have to deal with populations of billions of mobs. You know, most of which are neutral to you.
Yep.
And there's just way too much going on to even think about that. They got to, they're moving slowly towards this because it's technically extremely difficult. In fact, I don't think they can do.
I don't think they have the server space to handle that.
I don't think they have. Well, not just the server space, but I don't think the current generation of computers will be able to handle.
Who's Lightspear?
handle population
Hey,
area.
Yellow.
Oh, okay. Hey, Yellow.
How does it? I hear you got. You said you got your clipper up to a decent range now.
Yeah. Right now I'm just trying to farm up some materials to get the Guardian frameshift booster.
Well, that'll get even more than you'll
Yeah.
have 51 in your
Oh
one.
yeah.
It's good being back in the bubble again, isn't it?
Oh, except he's not really. He's out at the Guardian sites.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, the Guardian sites are at least only a couple thousand light years away.
Yeah, they're not that far, but
Yeah, but I gotta go there myself because I haven't did anything of the Guardian or engineering right now. Not on this account.
right. 2 Earthlights and 2 terraformables. 1 system.
You're supposed to be getting yourself to that carrier.
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't turn that. I mean, nobody mapped them. Somebody found them, but nobody mapped them. I'm like, what?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's odd.
So I'm getting first mapping on those.
Okay. Who would leave an Earth-like without mapping it?
Somebody was in a hurry.
No one's in that much of a hurry.
Yellow. I sent you a friend's request.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So who you been firing probes at recently?
Not very many people.
Well, you could fire them at pirates.
Yeah.
Maybe spoof their radar.
Yeah. Just bounce something off their hull.
No, right now I picked up I think I'm in a Python or something. Figured I'd play around with a few different ships right now.
How long you been playing, Yellow?
Since Fleet Carriers came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was part of my crew going out.
Oh, okay.
So,
With a 22.2 light year jump range.
God damn it. Why would you do that? That's insane.
9 on my carrier.
Yeah. I'll look here in a second, but it's like 900 million or something like that to get back, or 500 million.
Oh,
I missed it, but there was like a fleet carrier that was going around visiting all the other fleet carriers, and I was gonna hop on that.
Oh,
And then you can put it on his carrier and bring it home cheap. Yeah. All right. So let's see. I've now got, according to this, 47 jumps. Galaxy map.
I still think fleet carriers need bulletin boards. You know them holograms that we see everywhere?
Yeah.
Now they put one in the hangars of these fleet carriers so the owner can put messages up there if he wanted to.
Yeah, that would be something.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
This fleet carrier is going to be jumping to such and such and such on this date, blah, blah, blah. So anybody who lands in there would see it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And since we're going to be on Odyssey now and we're going to be on foot, there ought to be something inside the station where we can walk up to and see stuff like this too.
Yeah.
To communicate. Because right now it's a mystery. You land on somebody's fleet carrier and you don't know what it's going to do. You log back in. You land on somebody's fleet carrier in the bubble in a little stock sidewinder. And be off the game for about around a couple of weeks. You go back to where you were over there on the other side of the galaxy. Like, oh, shoot.
Yeah,
You
I've
can't
seen a
get
couple
off.
posts on Reddit about that.
Yeah, and you
People
can't
fall
get
asleep
off.
on the. Yep. No, you can't.
Because you get off, you can blow up all you want. You're just going to respawn right back on the same ship, the same carrier.
Yep.
Now, they could easily fix it and give you a choice, like, what's the starting station that we always start at now?
Oh, you could always dive back to Sidewinder.
Yeah, you can. And that'll put you right back in the bubble, won't it?
Yep.
Yep.
That is always a choice.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to buy back your ship and go back to a Sidewinder at the same time.
Nope.
So you have to
Engage.
hope they have a ship allow you to buy ships on that thing. Buy yourself a Sidewinder, and then I guess hopefully at some point in history that fleet carrier ends back in the bubble.
Yeah. I can tell you all one thing. The next distant world is going to be very interesting. Because by that time we'll have Odyssey, we got fleet carriers. None of that existed in the last distant world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be real interesting.
Yeah, fleet carriers plus we'll be able to get out our ships and walk around. Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Yep.
No. I'll have to piggyback on someone else's carrier for that because
I'm debating if I should use someone else's carrier or just be on my Phantom, because I can now fly a carrier with my 74 jump range ship.
yeah, you can.
Because it takes 5 minutes to charge up. Stay on the carrier.
It's a what? The carrier is what? Is a total of what? 15 minutes or 20 minutes?
Oh yeah, there's a cooldown too. I forgot about the cooldown.
Yeah, 20, yeah, cooldown.
Yeah. So it's a cooldown, and then when you're ready to jump, it still takes 5 minutes to charge it.
Yeah. Y'all remember when I went up to Beagle Point not long ago down there, and I landed on the planet and logged out by me like a dummy and got back on, and the carrier was gone. And I couldn't jump, and I ain't had that kind of jump range, so I had to self-destruct so I could go back on the carrier.
Ouch, yep.
Yeah.
5? Are we going to get 5 batches of Imperial Shield in here? I can live with that.
Oh.
Boy, some big ship got destroyed here.
Good rolls of the random generator tonight, Philip.
Yep.
Yeah.
First military grade alloys, and now multiple high grades with the Imperial Shielding.
It's hilarious. One of the rewards for this mission is 20 limpets.
Huh?
20 limpets.
There's no way that's a reward for a mission.
Engage. Hello, Anubis. Are you listening to me, Anubis? Engage.
Anubis being stubborn.
There he goes. Oh, you're doing Robigo runs. Of course you have no shields.
Oh, that's why he don't have no shields.
Yeah, he's doing Robigo runs in a Python. He's going shieldless, which is how you do it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I kept waiting for his shields to, show up, but it's just like, oh, wait a minute, he's doing Robigo in a Python.
I was ready to ask.
No, just trying to build up some, it got so boring doing all the other stuff, so I figured I'd just do some Rubiga runs.
Yep.
That's not too bad. Getting some pretty decent grade 5s out of here.
Yep. You can get some decent grade pods, you get your Empire rank, you get money. I mean, it's a great thing. And you get, if you, well, actually you don't need it, but you also get your exploration experience there.
Yellow, what size power plant do you have on your clipper?
I think I downsized it.
To-
Let me look.
You should put the double engineered 3As on it.
I have to look into that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it might actually run it. Since that's his jump ship, it might actually run it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I managed to. I can actually power a 6A thrusters with that damn thing. It's
Not only
insane.
that, he'll probably pick up a couple of more light years.
Yeah, he probably will because it's also lighter.
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing. In fact, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna.
Yeah, if you get a 4A, you could.
Yeah, downgrade that. Yeah.
Go get the materials for the double engineered 3A and buy
Yeah.
that.
What materials does it need anyway?
No, I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to go to a tech broker to
Oh
find out.
yeah.
Engage.
Because I'm probably gonna get more of them. And everything but my whatchamacallit, Corvette will probably start using it.
Well, if it'll make your jump range better, there's a couple of things. There are downsides to using it. Its heat transfer is not as good as, or heat dissipation is not as good as the 4.
Well, naturally, because of overcharged tier 5.
You ain't gotta tell me, I know.
It doesn't matter what the default dissipation rate is, because once you overcharge it, to tier 5, it really doesn't matter. The difference is negligible at best.
Well, I don't know. I haven't measured it, but I know that the bigger ones dissipate heat better.
Mm.
Yeah.
Either way,
that's one of the things about my-
either way, if you engineered a grade 4 to you're overheating. I know. I've done it before.
Yep.
Either way, you're
But,
going
I
to
mean,
be
the 3A
overheating.
is going to generate less heat, but it's not as good at heat dissipation. So I don't know where the balance will be there. Something to try.
Yep.
Engage. And it's a real nice power supply. So I mean,
Yeah.
if it doesn't work on the
Oh my God.
got it for.
Calling it a nice power supply is underrating it. That thing gives like, what, 18 or 9? It gives so much power for the size. It's insane. Like I said, it's enough power to power up a grade 6A fully engineered thrusters. And yes, you can boost.
Well, whether you can boost or not is more dependent
Yeah,
on
that's
your,
true. Yeah, the
on
distributor.
the distributor, yes.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I can still do with a 1D distributor. I don't know how, but I can.
On the Tech 6, of course you can.
No. On my Phantom, a 6A thrusters,
Surprise me.
1D, all engine focused, distributor. I don't know how it can handle the Class 6, but hey, I'm not complaining.
Well, first of all, you made it engine focused.
Yeah, it's engine focused, but still.
Cargo scoop
You know,
deployed.
for an exploration ship, engine focused is a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
Because then you can go for our, lighter engine.
Yeah. And of course, so a module that small is pointless to give stripped down anyway, so might as well. Do engine focus. Help you handle smaller modules elsewhere, like the thrusters. Let's
Engage.
see. Ooh, more Imperial shielding. Yes, I'll take this. There's a lot of high grades in this system.
I ended up dropping below 2 billion credits.
On what?
Just, I bought a couple ships and A-rated them.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So I figured, I better make some more money.
Yeah.
Well, you undoubtedly made a bunch coming, turn into your exploration data coming
Yeah.
back from the carrier.
Yeah.
It was fun. And here I am, almost all the way back out to the carrier again.
Yeah.
I'm only like 45 jumps from the carrier right now.
Yeah, there you are.
Retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Engage. 40 jumps from the carrier.
I still got all my bookmarks from the different days that we jumped all the way up to Unicorn's Rest was our first one? Yeah, Unicorn's Rest.
Wow, another high grade? That's 3 high grades in the system so far. Plenty of time to get there too.
What are you doing way up there, Tris?
Bringing a mining ship up to the carrier.
There's only one problem I see with Trace's idea is to use the mining ship means he's gonna have to take future trips to get to the carrier. It's so far out there.
That means I can use a real jump distance machine to get to the carrier.
Oh yeah, but even so, it's going to take you weeks to get out there.
If I make a 90 light year jump ship, it's not going to take me weeks.
Nothing goes 90 jump range.
You can make an
A
Anaconda
Anaconda goes up to 84 theoretically. I can't figure out how people get it that high. What's up?
Oh, first of all, they don't have shields.
Yeah, of course not. I stripped it down and got to like 80, 81. I can't seem to get it to 84.
Did you dump your SRV?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know.
I've seen it on people's videos before. I've seen it read out 84, so I know at some point it could be done. But
Engage.
can't seem to get the last 3 or 4 light years out of it.
What did Frontier do? Did they expect that ship wrong? Cause that ship shouldn't be able to jump that far as big as it is.
No, in fact, they're actually going to tone it down. Actually, in Odyssey, once Odyssey comes out.
It's the largest jump drive in the game.
Actually, that's not true. Cutters have a bigger FSD.
What has a bigger one?
Cutters. They have a class, they have one class higher than the Anaconda.
Yeah, but the Anaconda's base weight mass, is real light compared to that for that size ship though. It's like the base mass is wrong.
Yeah.
According to the size of the ship.
Yeah.
The base mass on the cutter is correct to the size of that ship.
Well, you got to remember this. I mean, the Anaconda is half the size of the cutter.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't think you can count the pylons as much of a increase in size because they're just a bunch of sticks and pylons. Then it's not.
No, that's what your jump drive is, so it's fairly heavy material connecting it. Or thrusters, I forget which are. No, it's the jump drive that's out there.
Oh, it's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're not. Those wings are not exactly light. Yeah, they're not like an aircraft wings where you're just storing fuel and crap out there.
This is an amazing system.
No, it's just amazing tonight.
here we go. Here's the next neutron star. I actually had a decent number of neutron stars tonight.
No, okay.
Drive charging. 3, 2, 1, engage.
There we go. Alrighty. Galaxy map. Let's change this to where I currently am. YGREAU FSH D11-11. Calculate. This says I can do it in 34 jumps from here.
Mm.
The next two jumps should be neutron stars, which means this is not flying correctly. There we go. Perfect. Six. That's actually gonna bypass that neutron star. Okay, sure. Alrighty, and away we go.
Another high grade? Are you kidding me?
Bitch.
That's either 4 or 5 high grades without doing any trickery to screw with the RNG.
Well, bless your luck.
Yep.
One of these nights you'll get none.
Yeah. In fact, I thought this night I was going to get none. Like the first dozen planets systems I went to had nothing. And then all of a sudden, and this isn't even exploited by anyone. It is an Empire system though. Explains the Imperial shielding.
Ah, interesting.
But that.
I've talked about Robigo, but I have actually never went to Robigo myself.
Oh, okay.
I just put it up in the map. I didn't know it was outside of the bubble.
Oh, is it? How far?
Technically right on the edge.
Oh, okay. Then it's not really outside of the bubble. It's outside of the power play bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's outside the box. That's what I always go by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The actual bubble goes about 50 light years farther or so.
Oh, okay.
So the power play button is a good representation of the bubble button. not 100% accurate.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
As long as I've been playing. I thought the bubble was just where the power play stuff was.
Nope.
A little bigger than that, yeah. Engage.
I'm surprised they didn't draw a map. I mean, draw another map saying where the bubble was at.
A good approximation is 1,000 light years from Salt.
Oh, okay.
You think that far from Sol?
Yep.
I should know something was wrong because I've been to.
It's not a perfect sphere, but you know that's approximate. Excuse me. Galaxy map. Galaxy map.
Only 3 batches in that one, but hey. Add it to the pile.
Cargo scoop retracted.
I heard on one of the YouTube channels, somebody was saying that you could do planetary scan missions without getting out in the SRV. I wonder if that's true.
I don't know.
You must get mighty close to that data point.
Actually, you can. I've done it before.
How close you got to get to it?
Oh, you have to be... You don't have to be right on top of it, but you have to be pretty close. It's hard to do on the highly magnetic planets, though, because you have to remain still long enough to scan these things. So it's not always a viable option, but it can be done.
Probably better to do it with a small ship.
Nah, the size of the ship doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It's just, is there a huge magnetic field on the planet or not?
Frameshift drive charging.
Because you don't want your ship to be, like, wobbling about like it's on an ocean wave. You need it to stay still.
I used to love doing them missions because I get a lot of data. Encoded, you get a lot of encoded.
Yep.
don't pay that bad either. Yeah, I used to do a lot of them one time, and then I learned the little tricks of the trade. When you fly down, sometimes there will be a ship parked there. And
Another high grade? Kidding me. I found another high grade in the same system.
Or you jumping system?
No, it's the same system.
No.
The system doesn't. What the hell am I getting interdicted?
Oh my goodness.
And I'm surprised I didn't instantly lose because my ship was actually powered down.
No, yeah. Oh, you got a certain amount of time. You go back up.
Yeah.
Mm.
There. Are you happy? I beat you. Now let's hope my high grade's still here. How much? I have 1 minute and 4 seconds. Asshole. I'm not gonna make it.
Engage.
Wait a second.
I hate it when that happens.
Mm.
Wait a second. I might. There's only like 60 light seconds away. Come on, hurry up though. My engine needs to rev up because the stupid ship knocked me. Come on, rev up already.
You're always complaining.
See, this is the time where you should have a super cruise assist. Better get you there fast.
Less than 1 minute remaining. Oh, I might actually make it though. Come on. Almost there. About to enter final approach with only 30 seconds left. And this is going to be close. 20 seconds. Come on!
You think they'll make it? It'll take a miracle.
Oh, it's so close! 10 megameters away! I got it! Holy shit! I don't believe I made it.
Cargo scoop deployed. Programming input drone.
Bah humbug.
I only had like 1 second left.
Alright, when they're full of fuel.
Connector input expired. Programming input drone.
Engage.
Programming input drone. Connector input expired. Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Degraded? And I'm out of high grades. thought it would never end. Trace, it's almost 10.
Yep, thank you.
Yep. Guess I should head back to Sniper.
Let's see. 2 jumps to the one I want. Yeah, that's good. Engage.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
I wonder how many Imperial Shielding I picked up in that. Let's find out. Oh, damn. I'm almost full. I'm 5 short of being full on Imperial Shielding. Let's see how many military grade allies I picked up in the other system. Military grade allies? 12.
Engage.
I don't believe it. I almost maxed out Imperial Shielding in a single system. That's insane.
fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
So now I should be 25 jumps from the carrier.
4, 3,
Well, you won't be getting that anytime soon.
Not this week.
Yep.
fuel scooping.
Galaxy map.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
1,425 light years.
Wow, that's so close. Do you really need sleep?
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see what this says. A 51. Calculate.
Fuel scooping.
So that says 25 and
Fuel scooping.
interesting. So the neutron plotter says I'm 25 away. The in-game new plotter with neutron turned on says I'm 26 away.
That's odd.
Getting closer. Engage. Okay, yeah, that works. Engage. Well, getting closer.
Yep.
Engage. Now, I know I can make 25 or 26 jumps in a night, so I'm probably just going to fly the plotted course.
Mm.
Because at this point, there's no real difference between them.
Yeah.
One jump, who cares?
Delacey, Zulu, Oscar, Lima. Good to see you, Commander. Throttle down and commence with docking.
Gage. Oh, rat dog.
Am I reading this, or is my ship's mass lower than what the minimum mass is supposed to be? Minimum mass is the first number, right?
I don't remember.
Then it's
I'd have
current.
to look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was minimum, current, and then max.
Don't know.
Well, anyway, my Phantom is light as hell. It's either 374 or 375 tons. 375. And I have a 2 SRV
Gage.
on this thing.
Guess I'm going a little over tonight.
Okay. You're going the rest of the way?
20 jumps to go.
Nice.
I can actually get there in like less than half an hour.
Yeah. Just don't go mapping anything. Or FSing anything.
Oh no, I'm FSSing everything along the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so you're just parking right inside the Stars Corona, and while doing that, FSing. Yep, that works.
Come back here, Star. There you go. Or I'll park, like this system only has 8. They're probably all ice balls for the most part.
Wow, I really fit 2 SRVs on this thing.
Gauge. Oh, good. Neutron star.
A unmapped one?
I believe so.
Oh, nice. You're lucky. You're lucky you ran into that. Very lucky. I mean, the odds of running in...
Probably 45% of the ones that I've gone on this route have been discoveries. Because I'm, for the most part, using the in-ship scanner.
Oh, okay. And it's working?
It does, so long as you keep going back to the map and re-priming it.
No, I mean the neutron star color coding system is actually working for you this time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it takes me off way the heck on long routes,
Oh.
but and so I have to correct it back to the better route. But Galaxy map. Right, so it wants me to go there. So I will respin the route, and it will put me there and give me a more direct route. Which will that saved me 2 jumps. Okay, cool. I now only have 17 jumps remaining. Right, okay, great. Oops. Good luck with baby duty. Engage. Which puts me to another neutron star.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. You'll be there in like 2 minutes. Get going.
Not 2 minutes. Hey, Hammer City, I'm sorry I haven't been watching the chat all that much. I hope I didn't miss you by too much. Give me just a second to refuel at the star, and I will look at what you said. When the last time I actually looked at that was. Been kind of concentrating on flying. Cool! Welcome to the game.
Oh, he just started?
He's got 35 hours in the game.
Oh, cool.
The timestamps. How much did I miss? 10:10. Oh, just a couple of minutes ago. Cool. I didn't miss you by that much. But welcome to the stream and welcome to Elite. All right, so I got 16 jumps remaining. Let's there's water worlds in this system.
Don't sightsee. This isn't a sightseeing trip.
This is not a discovery, by the way.
Oh.
They've both been mapped.
Well, that's just as well. Get going.
Galaxy map.
Who's maintaining your carrier while it's out in the abyss?
The crew.
Oh, it has a crew?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Got a pretty
okay.
big crew. Right. Engage. Yeah, well, you know, especially when I'm dealing with a lot of neutron stars, I gotta be real careful that I don't fly
Yeah.
into them.
Oh my god, that would be bad. And what's worse is he's in the cutter.
I really don't find that a problem.
Imperial ships, have a issue with their canopy. Neutron star plus, canopy, they don't exactly go well together. Not to mention, the cutter's huge to begin with.
It is huge, but that's okay. No, everything's over there. I gotta pull away from this star so I can see what I'm doing. Alright.
I hate when that happens.
Content with rings.
Are there multiple stars in that system?
Yep.
Maybe it's under one of the other stars.
Oh, I'm already at the next star.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole bunch of rocks around the other star.
Any terraformable rocks?
Engage. Not even looking. Time to go. Yeah, once you get all those assist things off, you really got your hands on the controls. This game is by far the best spaceship flight simulator that's ever been made.
Yep.
Which is what addicted to me to it back, when it was released 5 or 6 years ago. It's over 6 now.
Yeah. Came out in 2014. Early 2014.
Yeah.
How close are you now?
15 or 16 jumps. Engage. And the next time I hit a neutron star, I will recalculate the route and hopefully get a shorter one.
Yep.
Okay, I've got a piece of software which is relatively inexpensive called Voice Attack. And I have the Anubis voice pack for it. Anubis. Information. Information. Now he's going to do your pain today. Anubis, information.
Anubis, decompose.
Yeah. Information. Information. There he is. And Voice Attack runs off of the Windows speech recognition engine. So the way you calibrate it is with basically calibrating the speech rec engine in Windows. I'm a little overdue for a recalibration, which is why Anubis is having some more trouble. At some point, I will spend a couple hours and get the calibration a little better because your voice changes a little over time, and so you've got to get the speech recognition to sort of tune in on your voice. I've also got the Tobii IX4C head and eye tracker. I'm hoping to get the 5 soon because the 5 is, from what I've seen, so much better than the 4C. I've also got the Thrustmaster Warthog throttle and stick, and a pair of SideTech foot pedals. Engage. So yeah, I've got quite the cockpit set up. You really need that head tracker to use the flight stick, in my opinion. Otherwise, you can't see where the heck you're going. Yeah. Well, I like it because I like immersion, and being able to look around as you're doing things, it increases the immersion by an order of magnitude. It's just so much nicer just to be able to look to my left and see the star go by, you know? It just adds so much to the game. And I don't like the head-mounted displays. I don't like the resolution on them, and I don't like, you know, they kind of mess up streams.
Oh, yeah.
Here, hold on a second. Yeah. Alright, so now I've got my camera in the top right, and I'll actually take the camera off the monitor, and I'll turn it around and kind of show my setup here. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta turn the background off. There we go. Alright, so because I'm streaming, I've got a laptop off to my left here to keep track of the stream. The computer's there, or the screen, and on the bottom of the screen down here is the head tracker, and then I've got Thrustmaster stick, Thrustmaster throttle, both designed off of the A-10 Warthog, actually licensed from the Air Force, and then down below me here, pair of SideTech foot pedals. So it actually flies like I've got an actual cockpit. And it makes things so much more immersive when I do that. So, you know, if you enjoy the game without that, then you bring it in, the game just gets immeasurably better. Now, as far as, you know, HOTAS, that means hands-on throttle and stick. And there's a lot of HOTAS systems out there. SideTech makes some, Logitech makes some.
Yep.
If you see references to SideTech, like my foot pedals, SideTech was bought by Logitech, so now Logitech now makes and distributes all the SideTech products.
Do they still make the SideTech gaming surfaces?
Oh heck, they make everything still.
Okay, because I need to get a new one.
Yeah, some of them you won't find the older models because
okay.
they've upgraded the models. but I don't believe they've lost a single product line off it. So,
Oh, okay. So the product line is still being created.
as far as I'm aware, they still carry all the product lines because they really wanted to get heavily into the gaming controller market rather than just, keyboard, mice
Yeah.
type of thing. Well, thank you, and yeah, Odyssey. Boy, Odyssey adds a whole new dimension to this game.
Oh yeah.
Engage.
Oh yeah.
But I do like having the full cockpit just because, I mean, just the immersion factor, it just makes the game so much more enjoyable. And it's already a great game to begin with. So, yeah, a great game made better. And I wanted to get to bed early tonight.
Yeah.
uh,
You should be about there by now.
12 jumps to go.
I'm thinking of flying a Alliance Crusader. This is pretty neat.
Yeah, a lot of people like that ship. I haven't
Yeah.
tried it yet.
Yeah, I'm flying one there. It's pretty neat. I had the landing gear down, and the engines on them pylons outside was not running. But when I put the landing gear up, then the engines on the outside came on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, while my landing gear down, it was only using the engines that's on the fuselage of the ship itself. That's pretty neat. That's a neat little animation there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing I like about this game is this: you can decide what game you want to play. You can do a search and rescue thing. You can do bounty hunting, mining, trading,
Exploring.
exploration. There's just so much to do. And then adding Odyssey in with all of what you can do with that, it's just mind-blowing, the amount of stuff you can do.
Yeah. Tell me about it. And now Odyssey added to it. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if you're bored playing this game, it's your own damn fault.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You just have to find something to do. That's all.
Find something you enjoy
Yep.
and just play it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
like
can
to do a
always
little bit of everything.
switch it up, change it up.
Yep.
And that's what people make the mistake of playing this game. You don't keep doing the exact same thing
Yeah.
over and over. Like right now, I'm doing a rank grind tonight. But tomorrow, I'm not going to do a rank grind. I'm going to do something else.
Yep.
And now with Odyssey, it's going to be even easier to have a refreshing feeling when you want to break from doing whatever you usually do.
Yeah, just go jump into
Yep.
Odyssey and go to do something completely different.
Yeah. Yep.
like, I'll set a target rank I want to reach in one of the either Empire or Fed or whatever. And I'll grind that for a while till I get to what I want. Then I'll say, okay, I'm gonna go do something else.
Yep, like I'm doing tonight. Yep, just like I'm doing tonight. Right now, I was just trying to fulfill all the ones, from the burning station, and see how far I got. Well, I got up to count,
Yep.
and now I just made Earl, so I'm good. I'm good to go for right now. I only got 2 more ranks to go, I think, before I go to I get the cutter then.
Yep.
And then after that, in my leisure and just doing other stuff, I'll finish the rank out.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I used to say the cutter was my favorite ship. Now I don't have a favorite ship.
I don't have one either.
Just so many ships that with the additional engineering and all the other things that have just become so much fun to play.
Although I do have to admit, I have a favorite ship.
Yeah,
The
you're fan.
Phantom. It's insane.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay. One of the coolest things about this game is don't no 2 ships fly exactly alike.
Nope.
Yep.
They all got their pros, they all got their cons, they all got their weaknesses and strengths. That what makes them all good because they all different.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, and then the FDevs, to give them their credit, they even threw in different sounds. You can almost
Yeah.
you fly every ship,
That's true.
ship sounds different.
Yep.
Yeah. And after a while, you can get to recognize ships by the
Yeah.
sound they make.
Yeah.
Yep. I tell you, one that always got me when I first started playing was the Adder. The Adder's got one unique, crazy sound.
Yep. Well, Anthony and I have been playing this game since it came out, which was 2014.
Right.
Philip, I'm not sure how long you've been playing.
Almost the better part of a year now.
Okay, so and I think Yellow, you're around a year as well.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever fleet carrier is.
However, I've kept track of this game since it came out.
No. I also kept track of this game since it came out. I started playing in 2018.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you played before I did, Troy.
Okay, so I've been playing this since 2014, and it's been my number 1 game since 2014. I play this. I mean, right now I'm a couple hours a night, but back when I first got it, I was doing 4 hours a night, plus 16-hour marathons on the weekends. I've kind of cut it back because I do have a family, so making sure I have time for them.
Yeah, don't ignore your wife.
Oh heck no.
Don't neglect her. I mean.
Yeah.
But as a software engineer, this game is absolutely fascinating to me. Through the UI choices they've made, I've got a good idea what messaging systems they're using, the patterns they're using. It's kind of interesting the way they put it together. Without even going and decompiling, just the way it acts, I can tell a lot of how they put it together. They've done a really good job. And the other thing I've really liked about them is they've kept their bug count far lower than most other MMOs.
Yep.
I'm actually really impressed with how few bugs there are in this compared to other MMOs. That's not to say there aren't a lot of bugs. MMOs, oh my God, they always got millions and millions and millions of bugs.
Well, not quite that many.
Some of the games I've played, yeah.
Oh, you've been playing games that were made by hacks then.
No. But, they're made by professional companies, but, they don't have the maturity of the developers Frontier. Frontier had some very mature
yeah.
developers.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
And the
very
people in
fresh.
charge of it are making some really good decisions.
Likewise, the people who decide the design choices are amazing.
Their sound team is one of the best sound
Yep.
teams I've ever encountered in a video game of any type.
You ain't lying about that.
Their visual effects team are very, very good. So, I mean, all of that feeds into a game that's really fun to play. Not
Yep.
only that, but they've got a story arc in behind this. And it's
Yeah,
ticking along
kind
at
of.
its pace. It's a 10 to 15 year story.
Yeah.
I'm following it.
It's not really like executed in game very well.
The thing is, most RPGs, okay, they have a story arc that's designed not in real time, but in game time.
Yeah.
And the game time story arc is generally 150 to 200 hours of playing. Some as low as 50.
Especially in MMOs.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of MMOs I played. Their story arcs, the first 3/4 of the story arc, you could execute in a week. And then you hit the grind wall. And it will take, it's 6 months to get through the rest of the story. Unless you've got higher level people helping you through the grind wall. And I got sick of that. But this game has an actual story in behind it, which you can choose to participate in or not.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of it's in real time though, which means, unfortunately,
the story is real time.
yeah. So,
not game time.
Yep.
And that is kind of a unique concept.
It's unique
in MMOs.
Yeah.
Engage.
But unfortunately, that means there's like no record unless you get into the books.
You know, they say this game is grindy, real grindy.
No, it really isn't.
But I only think it's grindy because depending on your type of gameplay, if you're a person who wants every ship in the game,
that's the only real grind. I mean,
if you're a completionist, you're going to be grinding all over the place in this game.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
But you know what? It's worse in other games.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Gathering materials in this game is a joke. It's so easy and fast.
It's not really designed to be farmed the way we're farming it.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do. I can tell that you're supposed to do this stuff as you go, as you play normal.
And if you do that, you don't even notice the grind.
Yeah.
Right.
It becomes invisible.
To give y'all an example, I told y'all I always scan ships. Whether I don't care where I'm flying at, I'm always scanning. I'm just scanning them just to see.
You carry a weight scanner with you always? Oh, you mean just a passive scanning?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And I get more encoded materials that way than you can shake a stick at.
Yep.
Just doing the passive scan on every ship in sight.
Okay.
Yep.
I just did one right then. I got 3 sets of encoded materials off this one ship.
I tried to do that myself all the time.
That's 9 maps.
Yep. And if you do it that way, you just do it as you're going along, you won't even notice the grind.
Yeah. Because when you're ready to use them, you'll already have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I checked the NAR other day, and I said, man, I sure got a
The,
lot.
the only thing you have to actually go out of your way to get is the raw materials.
Uh-huh.
Because you have to like land on the planet for them.
Yeah, but if you're only getting as much as you need at a time rather than stocking
Yeah.
up, you're done with it in 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Once you learn how to get them at the geosites, I mean, it doesn't take that long to get them.
Yeah.
The only real flaw that I have seen in this game, and it's only one to me, and that's not having EDDB.io inside the game
Yeah.
and in NARA. But mostly EDD.o. I mean, their version of it. It should be just like that inside the game.
It
I
would
should
be
be
nice, yes.
Oh,
Able to look
that's
up anything
something I
inside the
wish
game.
they would fix. The inside the tools in this game are like minimalistic at best, and half the time it doesn't even work right. The tools they have.
Yeah.
That's
The only thing I like about this game is I can't find nothing.
yeah.
I gotta go outside the game to find stuff.
Trace, you would love that about Uncharted Waters.
What you say, Trey?
That is a missing part, but then again,
Yeah.
they haven't put the focus on that because the players have put the focus on
Yeah.
it in external tools, and so instead, they've cut down on the bugs and improved the gameplay and a lot of other things without, because they're not focusing on that.
If dev devs were dev devs could make that as a gameplay feature though.
They could, but then you're gonna try, you've only got so many developers.
Yeah.
Right? And so if you've got a third-party group developing wonderful tools for the game,
Yep.
it's not efficient, developer-wise, for you to spend time doing what people outside are doing for free.
Yeah.
And as far as a manpower decision, it is the right decision. It's not that much of a hassle to go to these external things.
No. I still think they could tied it into gameplay, like an actual gameplay feature, and it would make the game all the more greater.
Yeah, but what would you give up for it? That's the point. They've only got so much manpower,
Yeah.
and they are doing their best to efficiently deploy their manpower to give you the best game they can. Because giving you the best, in their mindset, giving you the best game they can will keep you here and keep you, spending money for more ship skins and stuff like that. For them, it's absolutely the right model.
Yeah.
And from a business standpoint, it's free for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
If they had to do it, it would cost them.
Yep.
Yep. Well, and also from a business point of view, there's so many features people are asking for.
Yeah.
If there's a group outside that's putting in some, tools like that, then they can focus on all the other features, and the game just becomes better. And then they can also fix, they fix the bugs as fast as they can.
And on the upside, they did update the galaxy map. We can share. We can finally share bookmarks to wing members. It's going to be awesome. No more having to manually type that crap out. Huh?
Yeah, the previous way to share it, you had to be in a squad.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's horrible.
Yep, that happens. And actually check my last Odyssey Odyssey Alpha 1 stream, which I think it was from Tuesday. And you'll see how I finally was able to get those to get out of there without being killed.
You deactivated everything, didn't you?
Deactivated all the defenses,
Yeah.
yeah. That way they didn't shoot my ship on the way out.
Yeah. Make sure you deactivate the anti-personnel weaponry too to turn off the Goliaths and whatnot.
There's the next thing I need. Come on, neutron star.
Another neutron?
Yep.
This should be your final one, right?
Well, it's listed me at 7 jumps to the carrier.
Oh, damn.
When I get to the neutron, it'll be 6. And let's see if I can trim it from there.
The big question is, will your carrier be green when you get there? Is it still emerald
Green is
color?
my carrier, of course it's green.
Oh, okay. I'm hinting back to the bug that used to be around with paint jobs on carriers.
How many Odyssey streams did I have? So I had 5 Odyssey streams, and the last Odyssey stream I was finally able to do some missions and not get myself killed.
But he's done missions before without getting killed. Don't let him fool you.
Well, I mean, in Odyssey, the two simple missions that you start out with, yeah, those you can do because they're not aggro. But everything, the second tier mission, in the particular one I was doing, the station would aggro me automatically.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if you're still trying to save up to the new suit, go look at my I forget it was the first or the second one of my Odyssey streams. It'll show you the missions to do. There's a very particular mission you want to be doing.
It's those courier missions.
And those missions won't kill you because you're not going in anywhere you're not supposed to go. Don't bother looting anything.
Yeah.
Don't do anything that'll get you in trouble. Don't
Just
go into
power
any
things
red-tape
up
areas.
and go.
And if you do 3 of those missions, they're 50 grand a piece. You'll have your new suit. You can do it in 2 if you haven't bought anything else.
Yep.
Galaxy map. Yeah, but now once you do that, you really got to start thinking about turning off the base defenses. All right. No, it's going to give me 6 to there no matter what. Okay, fine. This is my last neutron jump on the route. Engage.
Okay.
You almost there?
6 jumps.
Okay. Oh, shoot, you're almost right there.
Well, it should be a lot closer after you jump this neutron star. Should be either 2 or 3 away.
No, it doesn't change the number of jumps. I'm on a plotted route.
Oh, okay.
I jumped 182 light years, but that was planned into the route. You're quite welcome. Anything I can do to help, I will. Unfortunately, I can't run back there and do stuff, but yeah, I need to turn back towards the star a little bit. 5 jumps to go. 5 jumps to go. Engage. It will be so nice to have the outbound journey done. So I guess you were right, Philip, when you said last night I would get there tonight.
Yep.
I got a good string of neutron stars tonight. Past few nights I haven't been getting very many at all, like one per night.
Okay.
But boy, you string a bunch in a row and you cover a lot of territory.
Yep.
Covered something like 4,000 light years tonight.
Actually, I think it was like 5.
No. I was 4,300.
Oh, okay.
No, 2 stars. Okay.
Don't crash trying to land on the carrier.
Oh, come on, Philip.
It would be a shame if you went boom.
Don't be silly.
What shields do you have on that thing anyway?
Good question. I think they're 6s.
Oh,
Might be
okay.
5s. In any case, they're more than enough.
Yeah. Well, you made it past the neutron star, so you should be safe.
Yep. So long as I don't end up between a binary pair in the last couple of jumps.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
That's more of a stressful thing
Yeah.
than the neutrons.
Yeah.
But I've dealt with them so often, I know how to deal with it, so it's not... And there's the lovely nebula that my carrier is plugged into. Or is parked in. Boy, it's pretty from this direction. Kind of looks like an ant.
Did you just say ant?
Ant, yeah, it's got like a pair of big bug eyes and a set of mandibles.
What? You're seeing things. You're going senile. You've been out there so long.
Oh, it's... Nice rocky planet with rings.
Really?
That was really pretty rings.
If you, it's not one of mine, is it?
You've never been out this far, Philip.
Oh, that's right.
Engage.
You're 10,000 light years further than I have been.
Nice rocky planet with
Yep.
rings. That was really pretty rings.
Wow, you have quite a delay on your stream. Almost 30 seconds.
You've never been
What's
out
it,
this
30
far.
seconds?
Engage.
Frame shift drive.
Yep.
That's about normal.
Oh, okay.
Some nights I get lucky and I only get a 15-second delay, but most of the time it's between 30 and 45 seconds.
Oh, okay.
What's it, 30 seconds?
And the reason I do that has to do with stream
That's about normal.
Latency.
Oh, you're trading latency against
Some nights I get lucky and I only get a 15
not
second
getting a
delay.
spinner.
Most of the time it's
So if I
between
make
30
it
and
lower
45
latency,
seconds.
I get a higher likelihood or more spinner, time show up because the way the streams work across the internet, they're kind of bursty.
Okay.
And so if you have a lower latency, it can't buffer enough to prevent the stream from getting a spinner.
Yeah.
So standard latency is what I go for, and that's depending on how things are acting. It's between 15 and 30 seconds, or 15 and 45 seconds delay.
Oh, okay.
30 being about normal.
Mm.
2 jumps to go to the carrier.
Yep.
Engage. Engage.
That's if Anubis wants to get there.
Oh, I'm sure he wants to, meet back up with the AI and the carrier. He seemed so reluctant to leave the last time.
Really?
Oh, God. Everything he did, he would misinterpret on the last time. It was a real pain in the behind. Until I got more than 5,000 away, and then he sulked for a bit and wouldn't respond to anything. And then he went back kind of, he's been normal since then. Okay, when streams are buffering, how they get that spinner on them? If and by the way, welcome back to the stream, Mr. Blue Moon Halo. It's good to
Oh,
see
hi,
you again.
Blue Moon.
Yeah, it's the buffering thing when you can't get enough throughput on a live stream. If you've got your latency set too low, you will start seeing a spinner. You don't generally see that a whole lot on my stream unless I've got a crash. And if I've got a crash, I've got a second OBS studio up on a different machine to pick up the stream. But yeah, and I that's why I keep the latency to standard, is so that people watching the stream live don't get that buffering spinner. But that does mean it takes me a little while to respond to people's comments.
Yeah.
I mean, there are trade-offs.
bunch of ice. Enjoy your ice balls.
Yeah. System map. Mengi was here. Hey, Mengi was here. And Warona. Oh, Wordna. And Baby Ray. Cool. Engage. Last jump. Jumping into my carrier system. Woohoo!
Now, this is where they're going to have a story event, or the system next to it, right?
The sector next to it.
Yeah.
So the story event, and it's like 5,000 light years from here. So this
Oh,
the
okay.
carrier is very well positioned for it. In fact, it's pretty much the best positioned carrier for it. Well, what might be one that's slightly better, but yeah, it's the humongous exclusion zone is just galactic east from here.
Oh, okay.
It starts 5,000 light years from here, and it's a couple thousand light years across. So big exclusion area. Yeah, it's my viewership is going up. My subscribers are going up. I'm quite happy with how things are going. And you know, not only that, but I've been noticing when I haven't been logged into YouTube on.
You might want to target your carrier. You're targeting the planet. Oh, okay.
Oh, you're right. It is because you can't target a carrier.
Since when?
Not on a bookmark.
Oh, okay.
There we are. Yeah, I wish bookmarks could target carriers. I target them directly.
The problem is carriers move, though.
Yeah, so I guess you can't.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I've been noticing when I haven't been logged into a YouTube account that occasionally my stream will show up on the suggested. It's like, oh, cool.
There it is.
So, yeah, I'm really happy with how things are going, and glad that everyone's supporting me. It's definitely gratifying to see that people are enjoying the content I'm creating, or I should say we're creating, because I don't think I'd be getting anywhere near the likes and the subscriptions without Philip, Lynn, Anthony, Yellow. Yeah. It's definitely more fun to watch and listen to when, there's people in a wing.
Yeah.
And we're doing things and talking about stuff. And
Yep.
occasionally,
Flying solo is like watching paint dry.
Philip and Lynn is they just bars of the show.
Some nights I don't say a whole lot because I can't break into the conversation with the two of them going back and forth.
Sorry.
No, I'm not sorry. I mean, it is, it's entertaining and people like to see it. So I've got no problems at all with it.
Oh, okay.
Almost did a loop of shame coming into the garden. Not quite, though.
Yeah, you caught it.
I caught it. So, Hammer City Gamer says that you guys are cool. haven't seen Cody online in
Yeah, in quite
at
some
least
time.
a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then again, I mean, Yellow isn't often in my private group, so I
Yeah.
don't often get to invite Yellow in.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And for those on the stream that don't get the mention of Yellow, Yellow is Lightspear's name on YouTube, Discord, not Discord, YouTube. Rain. Now I'm doing a loop of shame. Loop of shame. I was too busy talking and went right by my carrier. Disengage.
You were so close too.
It's a pretty planet. And look at that nebula. That's amazing from in here.
Where? I'm looking at your feet.
I'll give the stream a couple seconds to catch up and you'll see. I really like this location.
Oh yeah.
Lynn is a she, not a he.
Yep.
Yeah, she's mama of all of us.
Mama Bear.
Yeah, that's Mama Bear there.
Yep. Open hailing frequencies.
That's
I'm in the front row.
that's so weird. Having the cat seat, having the pilot seat on the right in the cutter.
It's actually dead center.
Is it?
And there's one to your left and one to your right.
Oh,
3
okay.
seats in here.
Oh, okay. Didn't you paint the hull as well? It doesn't look green.
It is green.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. It's just
Here, let me,
the dark side of the planet. Or so, out of the sun's light, out of the star's light.
Yep, so let me pull back here. And I will actually show the cutter is a nice green. The deck, of course, is gray because the deck is gray.
Yeah, I thought the
But yeah,
dividing
the
lines.
sunlight.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's green.
what the heck?
What happened?
Oh no, that's correct. Never mind.
Oh, your
I thought
cutter.
I had the wrong ship model.
Oh, your cutter's green too, huh?
But yeah, I made my mining cutter green.
Mm.
But yeah, that's my. My lovely carrier. All right.
You paid $5 bills to just leave it out. Okay.
Well,
It just
I have
seems
been
so
flying
wrong.
ships for 6 years, and a lot of that time was in the Anaconda, which is harder to land than this ship.
Yep.
This ship is very forgiving on its controls. Well, you're hearing Lynn through the in-game radio, which does to make it somewhat realistic. It does top and bottom clipping. So if you hear me on Philip's stream,
It's horrible. Mine is horrible anyway. Yours is okay. Your
well,
voice is okay.
I've got a relatively low voice, so I don't get top clipped, which is very noticeable.
Yeah, I get
Oh,
top.
thank you.
I get top clicked bad.
Yeah, your voice is a lot higher than mine, so you do get top clipped. Okay.
Lynn's voice doesn't sound that bad either. In my videos. Only my voice seems to get screwed up. And the only explanation people like Crates give me is I need to spend $1,000 on a microphone.
No, you don't
Like,
have to
really?
300. My microphone is $300 microphone,
Oh, okay.
and it's sufficient.
Mm.
Recently they haven't made any changes to the to the to the inertial model, but like a year and a half ago they did.
You talking about the flight model?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They changed in the flight model. They changed the inertia. Oh geez, I think it's a year and a half ago now.
Yeah.
And it was a heck of a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting it. And I ended up crashing my ship. I ended up crashing the cutter
because he wanted to run it through a canyon.
Yep.
Which is
All
not
right.
something you
Have a
should be
good night,
doing
Hammer.
with the cutter anyway.
All right, so I have properly
Doc.
transferred the stuff to this ship. Okay, I have those other two sitting there. So this ship is ready for mining duty.
Now we just have to wait until your courier gets there. Yeah, make sure you call it.
Since we'll be in Odyssey it's only going to take the courier 2 to 3 days to get here. Since we're going to be playing the Odyssey Alpha Phase 2 starting tomorrow, by the time we get back from that, it'll be here.
Yeah. Just make sure you call it.
You bringing your carrier back?
No, courier.
Courier.
Oh, carrier.
Yep. Which means, now what I need to do is I need to ship transfer my courier, which will be here in 31 hours and 43 minutes. I actually don't have enough to bring the Silver Shadow out here.
I thought you had billions. At least 2 bill.
Yes, but it's more than $2.5 billion to bring it out here.
Wow, that's insane.
So
That's crazy.
my courier is on its way out here. I've had the courier for I think 4 years now.
But never used it?
Oh, I used to use it quite a lot.
Oh, yeah?
I just haven't been doing missions that were good for it recently. And I think last time I used it was before they had engineering in the game.
Oh, okay. That's a long time ago.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Alrighty. It is an hour and 20 minutes past my bedtime. I have completed the journey to the Emerald Tablet, and now I'm just waiting for the my return home ship to show up. Actually, do I have? Nope, I don't have anything else. So, tomorrow night we will be back in the Alpha for Odyssey. It will be Phase 2 of the Alpha will be coming out tomorrow afternoon sometime. So hopefully I will have it properly updated before stream time. But the plan is right now to start at the normal 8 o'clock stream time to
Odyssey.
Odyssey and start testing out the second phase of the beta. Yeah, this game, one of the things I've found in this game, Blue Moon, is that if you're doing the same thing over and and over and over, it can get grindy. If you're grinding for like a long phase goal, like when the carriers were trying to come out and I was mining to get enough money to purchase an outfit and maintain a carrier. My goal was 20 billion. I made it to either 14 or 15 or something like that. Might have even been only 12, but it was enough. But that got very, very grindy. Grinding the tritium to get the carrier out this far got very grindy because I was doing the same thing over and over and over again. The one thing I do that I never feel is grindy is exploration.
Yeah.
Because every system is different and all the planets look neat.
And they're going to look even better now.
Yeah, I know. With Odyssey coming out, they're going to look even the visual models are going to be even better. So, if you're starting to get burnout in the game, just change what you're doing. And it's a completely different game. I mean, you can go do bounty hunting, and suddenly you're not, mining.
Yep.
And you're fighting ships and doing other things. Go trading for a bit. I mean, that's kind of what I've done in this game. I start to get, other than when I'm really grinding for a specific goal, I'm just like, okay, I'll do this tonight. I'll do that tonight. I'll do the other thing tonight. I'll do a community goal for a week. Sure, why not? There's just so much to do that I just never get tired of it. But on the other hand, I'm playing 2 hours a night, and I'm making sure that I'm not playing too much more than that. Some nights I'll play my Darkwing account and then follow up with my main account. Some nights I'll just play one or the other, whichever. The two accounts are at completely different phases in the game. Darkwing is still...
Yeah, he's still basically just started out.
Nah, he's kind of in the mid-game at this point because he's doing engineering and he's got unlocked most of the engineers. He's got like 3 or 4 to unlock.
And he has a Corvette now, thanks to a mission thing. Event.
So in some ways, he actually is getting closer to endgame.
Yeah.
But he's nowhere near a carrier or anything like that.
I'm still short of a carrier. I only have 4 bill at the moment.
Oh, God, yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can get you a link. One of the things that makes exploration now a whole lot better is the Deep Space Support Array carrier group, which I am a part of. That's why I got DSSA in front of the Emerald Tablet. And the DSSA has a website that has all of the carrier locations. You are, in the galaxy, you are never more than 10,000 light years from a carrier. And so if you plan your routes, go fly to a carrier and then explore around the carrier for a while and fly to another carrier, explore around the carrier. All of the carriers have repair, refuel, and universal cartographics. So you won't lose all that much data if you follow around where all the DSSA carriers are. And they are literally spread across the entire galaxy. So the risk of losing all your data at this point,
Yeah, it's minimal.
and I think all but 2 of the DSSA carriers are now deployed. Actually, let me see if I get the link for that.
Well, there's more being added every time, isn't there?
No, not DSSA carriers, no.
Oh, okay.
There are, and I actually don't have, I lost the link for that when I lost my other computer. Okay, I'll have to get that link back. Actually, there it is. There are 4 carriers that are not in position.
Okay. But isn't it a service people can just sign up for if they have the resources to do and a commitment, of course?
No, it is a closed group with a limited number of carriers.
Oh, okay.
And your commitment for the carrier is like a minimum of a year.
Mm.
So if somebody gets to the end of their commitment and doesn't renew it, a
Yeah.
carrier slot becomes open.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't realize they only allow a certain amount of
Well,
them.
otherwise there'd just be too many. I mean,
Oh, okay.
if you click on that link I put in the stream chat, you'll see just. I mean.
Yeah, you
there's
sent
like
me
150
it.
carriers.
You sent me it a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
the entire thing's full of red dots.
Green dots with only 4 reds.
Oh, green dots.
Yep. Yeah, the red ones are not in position. All the green ones are in position and functional.
Oh, okay.
And so, literally just about anywhere in the galaxy you care to go, you're no more than 10,000 light years from carrier.
I'm surprised they're even that far away.
In a lot of places they're not.
Mm.
So if you plan your route of exploration such that you visit a carrier, you know, you take whatever route you want heading towards a carrier. You visit a carrier. You sell your data. Okay, now that data is sold.
Yep.
You're back at 0, no risk. And when and if you get yourself blown up and respawn, you won't be back in the bubble. You'll be at the carrier, so you don't lose the distance you went out either. So it really makes exploration a whole lot safer. And actually, if you scroll in on that map, you'll see a lot of people are going carrier to carrier to carrier.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a circle there. Huh. Wonder what the heck's in that area. Anyway. Big patterns of strange stuff happening in different areas. Different circles of exploration. What the heck? Is somebody oh my God, somebody is drawing in the galaxy map.
Yep. There's a few people out there doing that. They got bored, and it wouldn't be too bad if you were allowed to create your own plot, but you can't. You have to pick each jump. It's insane.
Oh my God, some people are just so creative.
Some people are just lunatics.
Circles, but there's one group that in the errant marches is actually cordoned off, a square area, and it looks like they're in the process of drawing a square picture in the galaxy. That is insane.
Well, someone drew the lead symbol.
Actually, Mr. Blue Moon, you only have to go 20 light years to get max price for any data. So, and the carriers give it to you at full price anyway, no matter how close it is. So, carriers are ideal places to put to sell your data.
There is a fee, but
yeah, but there's a fee at the stations too, and it's the
Oh,
same.
is there?
Yeah, it's the same flat 12% that's at the stations.
Oh, okay.
So there's no difference to the person selling the data.
Mm.
It's just the carrier owner gets it instead
Oh,
of.
okay.
Boy, there's a bunch of people drawing square pictures out there. That's funny. Interesting. Anyway, I am way out of time. So, yeah. So at this point, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us this evening. We had quite the crowd tonight, and I really appreciate it. In the chat, Hammer City Gamer, thank you very much for joining us. Actually, I think you've already left already, but if you pick it up and listen again later, you can hear at the end. Thank you very much for joining. Hassel, thank you for coming back and joining us. Great having you in the chat. Mr. Blue Moon Halos, thank you for joining us in chat. It was great to have you all. And Yellow, we lost Yellow. When did we lose Yellow?
Oh, we did lose Yo. Well, he was muted for such a long time. So,
Yeah, I didn't notice him leaving.
yeah.
He sent a message. I don't know if he sent it to y'all, but he sent it.
Oh, probably. You gotta run. Okay. Cool. At any rate, Yellow, when you see this tomorrow, because it looks like you're going to be watching it later, thank you for joining me in the wing. Anthony and Philip, thank you for joining me in the wing as well.
No
It was great having you guys along. We'll pick up with the second Odyssey beta tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Trace Majestus signing out. And the end scene is up. Okay, guys, have a good night.
Okay, good night.
All right. I'll see y'all in chat.
Yep, see you all.
Okie dokie.
I work tomorrow. Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, and we'll cut it here as well. Thanks for anyone watching. And we'll pick this up tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time in Phase 2 of Alpha. Until then, bye.